We are the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to Field here in Landover. They We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Team, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They go play action with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 2, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Ago back in week 15, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back.
To me, that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
121 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Hurts. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. William Jackson with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run with Gibson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now. We haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44, Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Tackle by Avonte Maddox.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now Gibson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give running right, Gibson. Man, 206 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang. Stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Gibson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Derek Barnett able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Davion Taylor providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
230 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We'll hold this. I got 5 here.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Fitzpatrick will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Fitzpatrick keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion, Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, Hurts.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Reagor
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Eagles 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
A carry for Gibson.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
An Eagle first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Left side here to Sanders. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PA. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Andre Carter now from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of his hands again.
Second and 15.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Off to Thomas on the left side.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
245 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
6 man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. 57 Mike.
Fitzpatrick on first down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Fitzpatrick. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. Past the 20.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
44 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second down at 4. Throwing is Hurts.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Play action. Here's Hurts.
That's Ward, complete right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Just like that. Just like that. 50 seconds to mine.
Fitzpatrick now. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. First down, Washington. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. To a knee goes Fitzpatrick, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels.
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they get a 5th win to move to 5-11 with one game remaining.